Hey, everybody, and welcome to Generally Speaking. I am your host, Jennifer Snook. I am so happy to be here today. I hope everything has been going well in your world. We have a lot to talk about today, you guys, but before we do, I have two favors to ask. Number one, reach out and smash that subscribe button for me. And number two, pay absolutely no attention to this poor, pathetic, sad, dreary plant over my shoulder. I promise you, she will be in better shape for tomorrow. Or by tomorrow. Anyway, you guys, huge news in the Bravoverse today. I mean, really big. So after 11 years, you guys, Vanderpump Rules, as we know it, is no more. They're bringing back the show, but not the old cast. None of them, you guys. We are going to get a whole new cast full of all new servers. And I mean, we're going to have to get to know them, right? We're going to have to get invested, and that is a commitment. And that's my question. Are you willing to make that commitment, or are you just going to go make sure that you don't miss the valley because you know that some of them are going to be popping up over there? Little Miss Lala released a statement that said, "Where to begin? I was a young girl from Salt Lake City who made her way to LA. I would introduce myself as Lauren, but because my childhood best friend referred to me as Lala, my nickname quickly stuck. SIR was a place that became home. I found myself not only sipping on vodka sodas there, but behind a hostess stand. It still to this day is the most intimidating job I've ever had. A short time later, the opportunity to be on a show called Vanderpump Rules landed in front of me. I have such mixed feelings right now. It's no secret I do not like change. This is the exception. I want to say thank you for rocking with us for so many years. This show changed my whole life. I'm unbelievably grateful for every moment. I'm unbelievably grateful for Bravo, NBCU, for our crew, the entire cast, and most importantly, all of you. We rocked this bitch until the wheels fell off. And that is the truth. They absolutely did. So anyway, yeah, that's the question. Are you gonna watch this new show? Are you gonna watch this whole new sophomore cast? We will see. But thanks for the memories, guys. What a ride it was. I mean, such a great show. What a time. Speaking of a time, there was a time when Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz had very high hopes for their little love child, Schwartz and Sandy's, but it seems as though it's official. They are officially closing the door on Schwartz and Sandy's. Tom Sandoval just yesterday put out a statement of his own that read, "With a heavy heart, we've made the difficult decision to close Schwartz and Sandy's at the end of December. This hasn't been an easy choice for my partners and me, but other priorities and commitments have taken hold. While this business venture has been an incredible stepping stone in my life, one I will always cherish, I look forward to exciting new endeavors. To our incredible staff and everyone who supported us along the way, you deserve the true recognition. I can't thank you enough for your endless commitment to making Schwartz and Sandy's a place of everlasting memories. We'll be hosting a series of events and have availability to host others leading up to our closing night. The allure of being associated with reality TV has hidden what is an amazing spot and location for LA locals as well. I highly recommend you check us out, especially if you haven't yet. Let's get together one last time. Sandoval." So, I mean, all good things must come to an end, and I don't know how, how good that restaurant was. I never went there. I always said I was going to go check it out, and I just never made it over. Anyway, you guys, on a much lighter note and in much better news, there is some good news coming out of the Vanderpump Rules, and that is that our sweet Kristen, well, here we go with this name thing. I always refer to her as Kristen Doty, right? Isn't that how we got to know Kristen Doty? But my daughter is friends with Kristen, and every time her name comes up, I say Kristen who, and my daughter says Kristen Doubt. Kristen Doubt, not Doty, Doubt. Totally different, right? Anyway, So the question remains, and honestly, next time I talk to Kristen, I'm just going to ask her myself and get it straight from the horse's mouth. But anyway, congratulations to Kristen and Luke. That is the best news. I'm so happy for the two of you guys. Anyway, you guys, in not so good news, remember just last week when Mary Cosby invited Brittany over so she could prove to her that she wasn't poor? Well, she might not be poor, but I don't know how much money she has, because if she had it, she'd probably be making her house payments. And it seems as though Mary Cosby has not been making her house payments, because Mary Cosby's home is officially in foreclosure, you guys, and that's never good. In better news, Andy Cohen and Carol Radziwill have put their beef behind them. The two are on a much better track after sitting down and hashing out their issues, and both of them have expressed that they're really both glad that they're in a better place now. Amazing what a little communication can do. Speaking of Andy, you guys, Andy came out and made a declaration that I don't think anyone was expecting. And that is that we are going to see Kenya Moore on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And remember, we thought that we weren't going to see Kenya. We thought that she was gonzoed, and we thought they were going to edit that entire debacle out, that whole drama around Britt Edie and those graphic pictures that Kenya projected up at that event. Well, anyway, it's all happening. Kenya's coming back. We're going to see the drama. We're going to see the whole thing unfolding. So it's definitely not going to be boring. But then again, how could it be boring? Because we have not only Phaedra coming back, but Portia coming back. Thank you very much. And speaking of Portia, apparently her estranged husband, Simon, is suing her for talking about his penis online. Apparently, Simon doesn't want the world to know about his erectile dysfunction, or should I say, alleged erectile dysfunction. Speaking of dysfunction, everybody, it's time to talk about Jax Taylor, because that dingling was in a hit and run. And guess which one of the parties ran? That's right, Jax, which, I mean, no surprise there. Speaking of Jax, if you haven't heard, his beautiful wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, I should say, his soon-to-be ex-wife is opening her own bar without him. Brittany is working, you guys, with the same investors that were behind Jax's Studio City location, and they're opening a bar with Brittany. But her bar is going to be called Brits, and it will be smack dab, you guys, in the center of West Hollywood, in a very prime location, formerly known as Pump. I mean, you hear the expression location, location, location. I'm going to tell you, it doesn't get better than Pump. And if you've heard the hype coming out of Southern Charm, don't believe it, because regardless of those breakup rumors, Craig Conover and Paige DeSorbo are still very much going strong. Those two are about to co-host Thanksgiving dinner together over at her parents' house for a bunch of their friends. They are A-OK. On the other hand, the couple that are not A-OK, and as we all know haven't been for some time, are Croy and Kim Bierman, who once again have had the cops called on them. But apparently Kim says it's no big deal, and she is happy and content in her new relationship with Chet Hanks. And now I can't stop wondering if Kim and her kids are going to be spending the holidays in Malibu with Chet and Tom and Rita and the whole fam. And here is what I am so excited about, you guys. It is coming. It is officially coming. The new season of Traitors starts January 9th, and 6 of the contestants are some of our favorite Bravo celebrities, you guys. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but I personally love to see celebrities get taken out of their usual environments and put into unfamiliar territory and just, slightly tortured, lightly tortured. And this season in the castle, we get to see Dorinda Medley, you guys. I mean, I cannot wait. We get to see Sierra Miller, the babe from Summer House. Speaking of Tom Sandoval, he's going to be there. And here's the question. Do you think they're going to make Tom a traitor? I think that'd be too obvious, don't you? We get to see Robin Dixon. That's one who I think might be a traitor. And Dolores, who honestly looks better than ever in her cat's photo. Did you see that? If you haven't, go check out the Traitors cat's photos and look at Dolores. Amazing. Anyway, you guys, that about does it for today. But here's what I want to know. How do you feel about the Vanderpump Rules of it all? Are you bummed? Are you happy that we're starting with a new cast? Are you willing to invest? Comment below and let me know. And also, you guys, I'm wishing you the happiest of Thanksgiving. Make sure you stay grounded in gratitude and rooted in love. And I am so happy. I am going to pick up my girls tomorrow, you guys. All three of them home for Thanksgiving. So grateful. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.